welcome to another episode of the Toon in 10. That's right, we are back. My name's Adam, and that's Pete, and that's Pete's hat, of course. Now, it was a bit of a slog. I had to put a lot of hard work into it. It was controversial, but we finally got the result that we wanted in the end. No, I am not talking about Newcastle 2, Wigan 1. I'm talking about Pete's engagement, because this boy is getting married this week. How do you feel?
Yeah. Big step. You know, had to be done. And yeah, Thursday in Cyprus. So
Thursday in Cyprus.
Fancy popping along, you're more than welcome.
Just pay on the door, guys.
Yeah. I won't. Ironically, I'm not allowed to wear a hat as well.
I know.
No.
I thought you might go for the top hat, which is the ultimate hat.
Yeah,
I would say. Has it been vetoed?
I totally vetoed, yeah. Sure.
Would you have actually gone for the top hat, or what would you have gone for more of a holiday trilby?
I was thinking of a trilby type affair, but
oh mate,
I might try to sneak one in.
I think it's almost essential for at least later on.
Oh yeah.
When things get a bit chaotic.
Yeah. So yeah, but
well,
Adam's coming. Adam's there.
Well, congratulations to Pete there for not screwing up his lines during the ceremony. Totally just jinxed there.
Yeah.
But yes, I will be there in attendance, and we will be watching the Sheffield Wednesday game out there as well. So we'll.
Think we could try and do a Facebook Live.
Maybe we'll do a Facebook Live. Yes, we could.
We should absolutely do it.
Right, we'll absolutely do a Facebook Live. We will do a Facebook Live after Sheffield Wednesday versus Newcastle, which is on Saturday evening, I believe.
Yeah.
So watch out for that, guys. But we'll post more close to the time. Anyway, well, let's start the first half. The second half will be our patented question time, where we've got some fans who have tweeted in or posted in on Facebook questions that would like to ask me and Pete. So we'll catch those after half time. But without further ado, let's analyse the game on Saturday. A surprising win, given recent form at home. 5 minutes on the clock and go. It was quite a battle, to be honest, Pete. It was. I found that we had to almost fight against the officiating more so than Wigan themselves as a team. I don't know what your thoughts were.
At the same time,
do you think it's too cheap to try and blame officials? I mean,
I don't know. Look. I don't want to. At the end of the day, we won.
we did one,
what do people always say? You always get the same line, you know.
Scrappy wins.
That's what champions do.
That's what champions do. Yeah.
All this. At the end of the day, our home form has been horrible in all of 2017. Really, I would say. Like aside from maybe Robin 4-0.
We haven't lost that many games this side of the new year.
We're not winning against poor. Well, basically championship sides. We're meant to be going up as champions. We're not winning. If we are winning, we're eking out results. We can get away with it this season because we're on the championship and the standard of opposition is pretty rubbish. Yeah. There seems to be some fear amongst that group of players about St James's. We've got away with it a lot because of our away form.
But do you think this is it? Do you think the team has been spoiled by the absolutely unrivalled support away from home this season, and then when they finally get to St James's Park, I mentioned this in one of my previous videos, there's a huge expectation on them to be ahead very early. When they don't, people turn up expecting just goals, 3 points, like no bother, and does the atmosphere suffer for that, and then just that?
Well, no doubt, yes, but you know the professionals, they should be. You know, this hasn't just happened overnight, and
it's true.
It's not as though it's something doesn't even feel like we're trying to score. That's the thing.
Well, I think this is Rafa Benitez.
If that's what the crowd's doing.
I think this is down to Benitez's tactics. I think he is very cautious. Yeah. I don't think he's made any secret of that. But he's always kind of trusted that we will end up creating enough chances to then score enough goals, and ultimately that's I think what happened against Wigan. Now both goals came from, at least the moves were started from quite an unlikely source. Vernon Anita at right back, debutising for the injured Yedlin. For the first goal, he spotted an almost impossible ball through for Mo Diarmi, who then had the intelligence and anticipated Dwight Gale ghosting in at the back post, which he's done so often this season. And that's what you get with having a natural finisher who's mobile and who is that hunger, that positioning, and slotted it in. And I think it came just after quite a bad decision as well from the referee. So it really, you heard the roar when it went in.
It was relief.
That's it.
I just think, how does this bode for next season? I think I think we're up. But I think Huddersfield losing massive. 96th minute goal, wasn't it? Burton scored.
Well, that's the Huddersfield Burton result. It was probably bigger than anything, and it puts us at least 7 points clear, even if Huddersfield win their game in hand. And there's only there's only 7 games left, so you've
4 of them are at home.
You've got to believe.
Which is not a good thing. At least 3 of them are away.
We prefer.
But I don't know.
Look, I mean,
if that wasn't Benitez in charge, I keep going back to this. If that wasn't Benitez in charge, setting up in such a cautious manner, when the crowd just want something.
Yeah, I know, but we won.
Yeah, well, I know, but
we won 3 points and we're still top of the league. That's how you got to take it. But I question the lack of game time from someone like Mbemba. Like Grant Hanley for me was really atrocious on Saturday. I kind of clenched every time he got the ball at the back. I felt he was just going to give it away. He was nutmegged horribly for their goal. I mean, a beautiful finish, the little chip over Darlow, but to be able to get in through Grant Hanley's legs, and it was just, he might as well not been there. And I just think, how bad did Mbemba like knock over Rafa's dog or something, or insult his wife's shoes, or what's he done? What has he done to just want absolute? I mean, there was potentially like tactical, like did he when he's played early in the season, did he just refuse to follow any tactical instruction? Oh, David Moyes, you idiot! And that's the end of the. I mean, we didn't even get a chance to mention.
That didn't go up.
It's got the. I put the noise on afterwards, man. I put the noise on afterwards if you're listening or watching. But yes, and obviously Richie's smash grab goal as well. The fired at the keeper, deflected back out, and the quick thinking header afterwards as well.
Anyway,
but again,
just to annoy people, we have to wrap up. That's the fun. Okay.
But again, a move started by Vernon Anita. Just a special. Right, we'll be back after half time, where it'll be one of our excellent features known as Question Time. You know what's funny? We'll see after this.
Put some Question Time music on.
Really need to compose some. Hello, and welcome back to the second half of the Toon in 10. Thanks for tuning in, whether you're on iTunes, SoundCloud, or YouTube, where you get to see our lovely faces and all of Pete's lovely hats. So it's time for Question Time, where you, the viewers and listeners, ask us your questions that you'd like us to answer right here on the famous sofa. So, let's kick off. 5 minutes at the ready and go! Right, so, Dom Noble, a Toon network, a Toon networker,
big fan,
has said on Facebook, possible summer signings, names or positions. Good question, Dom. I think we can certainly start talking about possible transfers. I think a month ago to suggest that might have been thinking a little bit too far ahead, but I think with a couple of solid results and with really stretching a gap now which is currently double figures from third, I think we can certainly have a look at who we might want to sign.
I think for me,
I think we are massively missing a proper number 10. I think Diarmi isn't that. I think Diarmi's better as a box-to-box, and I think Perez doesn't have the playmaking ability of sort of a number 10.
Yeah.
So, I mean, looking at somebody like Gylfi Sigurdsson, for example, I mean,
well,
it would
we have
be
been linked with him, and I mean, surely not. But what a signing he'd be.
Well, you know, this
What
is
a signing he would be.
the thing is the pull of Rafa in the Premier League is a completely different proposition than we've had so far, and we don't know quite what that will mean. And Sigurdsson will surely be being looked at by some top clubs, but he knows that Newcastle would be a bigger club than Swansea, and he could see that as a step up in.
And I can see him going to Everton or something.
Potentially, but Everton have got a lot of good players.
Yeah.
Would he get a? This is it. Would he get a game? If he came to Newcastle, he'd absolutely get a game.
Would be an unbelievable.
Well, I mentioned Shelvey and
50 million as well would be an absolute bargain for him.
Anything under 20 in the current climate. And he's proven, and he assists and he scores, and you can build a team around him.
Oh, yeah.
So I think somebody like that who could really be a creator from centrally. And I know that Shelvey does a lot from his kind of doing his quarterback thing, and we've got Richie on wings, but like
there's instant consistency with someone like Sigurdsson and Shelvey.
Oh, it's a class
Shelvey,
apart.
if he just decides he can't be arsed, then that's what he does.
But that's it. I think Sigurdsson's a really good model professional,
Yeah,
and he's proven talent, and we could offer him.
Realistically,
we could
do you
offer
reckon we're going to get him?
I honestly don't see why not. I don't see why not. I don't know
It'd be
why.
great if you did. The person I would like, I don't think we've been linked with him, but we've talked about him, is old Boney.
Wilfred Boney.
If
good shout.
Someone like him would be fantastic.
Wilfred Boney.
He's had a funny one, but then
he's
Mark Hughes is a bit like that, isn't he? He decides he can fall out with players. It feels as though he doesn't really fancy them for one reason.
But interesting you say that, because I think Wilfred Boney almost he has all the best traits of our current forwards.
Yeah.
I think he's got the movement, he's got the strength, he's got the sheer power in his shot. He's a natural finish. He's just very athletic. Maybe he needs a change of scenery to kickstart his career, because he is and was a very good player. He excelled at Swansea in again quite an average side. He went to Man City, and I think he was always playing second fiddle to Aguero, so he was never in a one striker system. So he's never feasibly going to oust him.
Yeah.
And it's been like now whatever's happened in Stoke. You said Mark Hughes might have just sort of like Hughesed him up a bit, Pardewed him, whatever you want to call it. But there's definitely potential there, and you'd think that he would be a feasible signing that you could get at a reasonable transfer cost as well.
15 to 20. I would have thought.
Yeah, I mean if
and again, but Man City paid 28 for him. I would have thought.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah. But it's just that it would be that.
Consistency. Cray, imagine that. So that's Sigurdsson and Boney.
Yeah. And then I would take like a left back, like somebody like Robertson from Hull, for example. Luke Shaw's been touted in the papers.
Newcastle.
Yeah, but it might be, and Callum Chambers as well. There's been a
Callum Chambers.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say no, but I don't think either of those are coming.
Luke Shaw certainly won't.
Yeah, we've had another question from Daniel Newman, who said, how many more points do we need to sort of like win it, to maybe get first? I mean, I think to secure automatic promotion we probably need another 4 wins. So we're on 81 now, I think. So that would land us on about 93.
I think Brighton will go toe to toe.
Yeah, I think Brighton has proved their consistency, so they're going to take it all the way.
Yeah, I think we pretty much need maximum points.
I'd say we probably need another 4 wins and 2 draws to get ahead of Brighton.
Yeah, you're probably right. I think as much as that.
I think it'll be another 14 points to oust Brighton, but we'll see. I think.
Oh, 2 questions.
Yeah, 2 questions. Yeah. We just talked for quite a long time.
Didn't we?
Come and play for my Gylfi. But I think
Gylf and Wilf.
Gylf and Wilf.
Yeah.
That would be a great partnership.
Gylfi to Wilfie. No.
Yeah, no, I know what you're doing, the out on deck thing. Yeah.
We're on the ball.
We're definitely on the ball. And that is the end of this show.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for your questions for question time.
I mean, not this show overall. That would be a dramatic way to end it.
Oh no, not the, yeah, no, it's not. This is just this particular episode of this particular show. Well, we'd love to stop and chat a bit more, but I've got to go and pack for Cyprus. Pete, you've got to find a good hat that's
sneak a hat in.
That you're able to covertly pack.
And then Facebook Live. So.
And then we'll hit some
time would
Facebook
that
Live.
be?
I don't. How many? We're in Cyprus, possibly 4 hours ahead, is it?
Well, no, it's relevant because it's still UK time. Whatever time the match finishes, it's still.
No, yeah.
4 hours ahead. So we'll tell you the results. We'll tell you so you can put your bets on.
Is it not like a time travel? So as soon as that game's finished, so it'll be a weird time for us then. I really haven't thought of the ramifications of this.
Yeah.
Anyway, as soon as the match is finished, we'll do a Facebook Live. We might well be drunk, but we'll try to keep it coherent for you all. We'll see how that gets on.
Yeah.
So do share with all your friends when that comes on. But as ever, subscribe to all of our channels, and we'll see you on Twitter, Facebook, and we'll see you in Cyprus, guys. Thanks everybody.
Later.
See you. Bye. Bye.